But I was like, yo, let me do the podcast, yo. Let me get on today. So it's been a happy, sad day, as you could say. First off, I lost my little puppy Dip. You know what I'm saying? He died on me. I had to bury him. That was a sad moment for me because that's my dog, and I know he's in heaven looking down. Like I know he ain't spending a lot of time. It was a short-lived moment of me having him, but I'm always love my dog to the end. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Dip. On a brighter note, today is my dad's birthday, so shout out to my pops. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, and that's what's up, man. I love the dude. You know what I mean? So let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? The title, y'all, as y'all see, is "I'll Never Be Less Than." Let me put a poll up because I know people coming. Let me put a poll up. So the poll question gonna be: do you have to change for others to respect you? Let's go with that. So this is what it is. Lately, a lot of people have been on, this respect. You got to respect me at all time, kid. And I always say you don't have to lower your values to make people understand that you are who you are. I've lived long enough to know like not everybody is going to be in a position of love and trust for you. Not everybody. So therefore, you would have to really adapt yourself to the way they would like for you to be. Um, One thing about me is that I tell anybody like I'm not changing for anybody. Like who I am is who I be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that really uh triggers people when they can't figure out why you don't feed into like what they like. When you start something, you should finish it. You know what I'm saying? When you trying to do what you do, what's up, brother? You I'm good with me. I'm half the people you know really ain't good with theyself. They really not. I watch, I'm gonna give y'all a clear understanding. I watched as people who don't even talk to me wanted to borrow money from me. And I was like, that's crazy, right? So I'm supposed to lower my expectations of you don't deal with me at all in a bind, right? Nah. I realize like when we sit down as people, I may not like you say, but I gotta respect what you saying because you may be telling me something I need to hear. Where a lot of people will say, man, he wasn't gonna amount to anyway. But how do you know if a person's not gonna amount to anything if you don't watch their growth, watch their failures, watch their achievements? They gotta go through something. So let's break down what it means to be loyal to yourself first. Loyalty to yourself is at a price of if I choose to make sure that I'm good. What's up, Jordan? How you doing? If I'm good, you shouldn't be mad at me because I'm good and you're not. Like nowhere does it say like, damn, your life isn't amounting to what you thought it was. So now I have to sit back and be in your misery. Nowhere does it say that. But if I keep lowering myself to a standard of something that I'm not comfortable with, then I deserve to get treated how I'm going to get treated. It becomes a why situation. Like, why do I got to put up with this? Right? I got friends and family who are in relationships with people, and it boils down to at some point, you got to be honest with you. If somebody is talking to you or dealing with you in a manner that you feel like, yo, this is unacceptable, or if you do something, it's bad, but if they do something, it's kudos. You gotta really stick to the plan, right? Sometimes you just gotta stop helping people altogether. And Texas, and I'm from New York, but I live in Texas. But you gotta make sure that people understand, like, there are ways to deal with everything. I live my life one day at a time, 1 second at a time, one moment at a time, because at any second or moment it can be taken away from me. So I don't have all day to argue about dumb shit. Like, period. When everybody was like, "Oh, you're gonna do a podcast? That's crazy. Where you gonna do it at?" Wherever I feel like I want to stop and do it at, wherever, right? So when you try to make people understand that I know not everybody wants to see me win, right? That's cool. You don't have to, but I do know I have to have a certain level. My bad, y'all. When you're constantly trying to remind people that not everybody can be for you, not everybody's going to be on your side, not everybody's like, people kill me when they want you to follow a certain amount of respect and rules and then they do the total opposite. It's just weird to me. So when I sit down with somebody and say, "Hey, I'm not really feeling that idea." Like, if I get up and go somewhere, it's bad. If you get up and go somewhere, it's okay. Like, I'm not feeling that idea. We have to have a level of respect. Jay Z, what up? I just feel like let me enjoy my life as you enjoy yours, and if we enjoy it together, then great. If we don't, then great. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no biggie to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I realize as people start thinking they're looking a certain way, they're starting to feel they self a little more. It's when you start seeing the real them, like, real talk. Me, I've been the same person my whole life. Everybody will tell you, like, damn, dog, he's never switched up. He's been the same person. Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. But I've always been the same person. One thing about me, like, I'll own it. But I'm not gonna own something and people just want to continuously let you live in it. You got to learn to stop living in other people's approval or misery. You got to cut that out. So let's look at it like this. What we talking about? Everything, brother. Everything. Let's look at it like this. How many times have you had a family member come to you with a problem, you solve it for them, and then the next week they got the same problem again? You can't solve it for them again because now they won't go out there and try to solve it for themselves. I know a lot of men who say, man, why can't I just be in a relationship that is so good that nobody can break it? You can. No one can break your relationship. You know, when your relationship gets in danger, when the person you're with thinks that they're above the relationship. It is what it is. Like, I sit down and I've really analyzed what is the purpose of a relationship if you can't tell the person when they're in the wrong as well as when they're in the right. If I could tell you when you're in the right all the time, and the first time I tell you something's not right, like something's wrong, and you're upset about it, nah, I'm good. I ain't going through that. But what I'm saying is I'm good. Like, I hear people say they want to be married and all this stuff, and I look at people like, They want to get married, but they want to go. You want to marry somebody who's taking you through crap during the boyfriend girlfriend stage, right? That's the stage where you mess up and then you figure it all out. Then you get married and you realize nothing else. But you want to marry somebody that's going to take the boyfriend and girlfriend drama into the marriage. Like, no, no, it doesn't work that way. Like me, when I get married, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When I get married, me and my wife gonna be on such a different level than everybody else that nothing that anybody else says is gonna matter. Like I don't like that. I have no idea how many subs I have. Um, but I do know like my life is built on getting ahead in life. So I'm not gonna belittle myself or let somebody belittle me in order for me to get to where I need to get in life. If you ever look at different levels of life, sometimes you reach a level where people say, hey, I can do this, I can do that, and I'll be okay. And then sometimes you reach a level of people who are like, I don't care where you get, it's still gonna be the same mother effer. You know what I'm saying? You have 874. Damn, I ain't even know. But I think all 874 of y'all for sure. I mean, 874 is a good number for a person who didn't know. That means I need to be on here every day. But let me tell y'all this. Like, it's like this. Like Jay-Z just pointed out to me that I have 874 subscribers. I ain't know. I just get on here. I didn't know how many people was following me or nothing like that. But I'm my goal is to reach 1,000 subs now. Now I'm gonna put a goal out there to reach 1,000 subs. And I want y'all to know I get on here not to bash people, not to dog people, like none of that. I like to point out things and talk about things that make sense. I don't get on here to make people feel a certain type of energy, things like that. Let me put that shade up. I want y'all to be clear. When y'all come on here, I want y'all to be able to talk about we've talked about everything. I've had people from the LGBTQ community on here and they just want to discuss certain things, right? And I've had people who don't agree, who disagree, but we keep it respectful. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some moderators on here that will block you in a minute. You heard? So the thing about what I do in my life is like I like people to speak their mind, and then I want people to be respectful at the same time. I got the Audi Q5. Just got this like not even so many months ago. I just got this joint. Hard work and dedication. Um, so what